Never cut it for free. Said you love with me. I just love, I just want your company. I'll follow in the club for free. Cause that type of shit don't phase up. Is a player. This type of shit is what make a hater when you got it out the mud, yeah. Clean it up, yeah. Sit hustle, yeah. Now to getting that money, yeah. You getting that money, yeah. Rags to riches, 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 rags to riches. Rich, yeah. Nice little bird, not trenches. Rags to riches, 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 riches, yeah. Rags to riches. Come here. Till I say it now. You should tell T I do what? Or is this dude gonna send me an invite or what? When I say we done, do what defense done? Oh no, off. What defense done? Do I wanna run? Now I'm gonna run my regular D. But I'm man, oh yeah. Just cause we in franchise. Wait, let me make sure I pick the right one. Sauce, yeah. 4-6 not gonna happen. Somebody said tell him stop being a bitch. I don't know who he's directing that to, but I believe it's you.
My face came in and got dang on camera. That's not fair. Turn it off.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yeah, come on. I thought I took that shit off him. I'm not sure. I'm sure. That's cool, man.
Now Dogala. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well. And that one's incomplete.
Love better GD. That's what love was. She didn't raise her me.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Dogala. Flush. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Come on.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Fuck, I picked up that.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Here's Dogala. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
I don't know about you, but I ain't dying. I ain't gonna let this shit go iodine. You can kill other streets on my icon. My son.
Jacobs trying to run on first down, but he's going to be stopped and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
I know you don't have no plans.
On second down, it's Jacobs. They find some open field here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 26 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0 for the Raiders.
Keep it close right out there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Blood in my eyes, they try to get me. I'm the worst holding in my city. I'm the most hated in my city. Who gonna see the trenches have made us?
The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive.
Oh, look at that.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, put the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'll be lying if I say I didn't want it. It's still in the cover too. Okay.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And he's gonna hit it like a fucking it. Yeah.
Carr gonna give it to Jacobs. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
pushing my back. I'm on the road.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, and that's their second charge timeout here this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
That's how I said. I can remember this much. I can.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Jacobs.
Come on.
He will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after.
That disrespect the dick right there.
It does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is
mistaking me for a doctor.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Bro.
Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 30 down to the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly,
we gonna die because nigga, we gonna be slinging on the dead.
It's still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 12.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
I'm on this one, we don't have a point for him. Whatever you gonna do it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Carr.
And
this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to number 16.
Tyrell Williams. There to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Oh, eluding the tackle. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45.
17-0 our score after one.
In the first quarter with the score Raiders 17, Panthers nothing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
There's no way I want
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Fuck, this white boy not fast. I'm tweaking.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
I got it out of them.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 59 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
It's not me.
They'll try and throw for it.
It is.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
He's going to do that. Nigga move on. Move on. It don't really do that. Nigga do that.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Jacobs now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running is Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 32. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. This is McCaffrey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Carolina Panthers. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
On the carry.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
38-yard
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
It's coming on screen for second age.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
The quarterback sack.
Cleveland Farrell picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Can you go up, please? Can you go up, please?
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alec Ogletree gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Second down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3rd down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Panthers 16.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
Bro, I'm not playing this nigga game. I don't care if I win or not. I'm like, bro, this is not a scheme at all, nigga. Like, this shit is ass. Like, this nigga, he does this in franchise. He keeps autoing down to strong close. He's not even doing nothing with it. Is what's blowing me. He's just running halfback dive.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is going to be one-handed. Wow. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Gain of 53 yards. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Carr now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Bro, I just got caught. This should have been a negative 5 yards.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll see him play there, and it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. He used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where will that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A 39-yard attempt.
That's great. I'm not going to know we guys kind of not be damn for a little bit that shit, man. I hope I can pull it off with this one.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Ooh, he played that.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Why
Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Found his target, it's Anderson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 4th down now after a loss of 2. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Throwing is Dogala.
Why are you doing that? You're running it.
Intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
Josh Jacobs.
Nigel Bradham brings him down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Raider 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Jeremy Chin.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Dogala. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. In your face.
Here's Dogala. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit is dumb. Like, he's really running a fucking mud offense, a slow, weak mud offense like that on franchise. Like, he ran the ball, I think, 40 times. The way he ran the ball like 40 times. Like, this shit is blowing me to a different level of blowing. And if I go against this shit in mud, I would know this nigga out by 50. What the fuck?
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Remember, I would make this nigga rage in the first quarter. Like, this shit is not good at all. And he ran.
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Las Vegas, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.